What's going on, everybody? I am Damien Jaxxyn with the Midnight Drive, and joining me today, I have Roshan, Jeffrey, Amir, and Rosie of formerly Monaco Grove Free Play. I don't. It was some adjustments in there apparently since I met you. But how you
Identity.
all doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah,
Not too bad. It's a great day apparently. It's not raining. He says, looking out the window.
speak for yourself.
Yeah, it's raining here. Yeah, weather it was not fun to go to class today.
No.
Uh,
But
well,
thank you for having
Yes,
us.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no
Yeah, this is
problem.
cool.
Yeah, so for anybody watching or listening, we actually met at my job at a disclosed auto parts store that we will not name, and you guys came in to get some wipers
hmm
for Rosie's vehicle.
Yeah, it was my car. The blades had been like slowly peeling off inch by inch till we got to that point where everyone in my car said, "For the love of God, just go buy new windshield
Yeah,
wipers."
yeah, them things would have been to the bone.
They were not good. They
Like,
weren't doing
they're
anything.
supposed to just move the way. It wasn't just doing anything except just like going like that across the windshield. So
But
I'm
yeah,
just,
that is not an excuse anymore in 2025, from what I've heard.
this is true.
You've all been telling us that you are strong, independent women who don't need men and can do everything that we can do. What can't change wiper can't change wiper.
No, that's not on the list. That was never on the list.
That's fine. But yeah, you guys came into the store I work at, got
Mhm.
wipers. You were saying how you were coming in for a show, and my coworker was the one that actually mentioned that I host a rock show that I told you about it. Thank you to my coworker for doing the cheap plug for me. I might owe him some money, even though I don't get paid for this. But I got some questions for you.
Absolutely.
I got my usual list of questions that everybody who listens to watch will probably know. And then I'll ask some natural stuff through conversation. But first one, since we were talking about it already, what is the name of your guys' band?
Free play.
Replay. It's changed. What is the second time it's changed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second time. So the first ever name we had was Velvet.
Hmm.
Um, and that was there for a while. And then we got our new lineup of, I guess, band members since we got some people who graduated. And then with that, it was also just like, for, I guess, one of the pushing factors is that there's so many other bands named Velvet
Yep.
Hmm.
to the point where there was one from out of town coming to West Lafayette. And I was like, wait, guys, you didn't tell me we have a show this weekend. Um, so then that kind of changed us to Monaco Groove. And then
We weren't really grooving with Monaco Groove.
It
at the
was
start we were,
We,
but
we were, but like we
good.
would get a lot of like, what's your band name again? Um, how do you
Clarify.
spell it? Yeah.
mhm. Like the
Um,
first thing would be like, what was your band name? Monaco Groove. Huh? What?
Yeah.
That's like all I heard.
yeah. So we wanted to simplify it. Free play is cool. It reminds us of Lego Star Wars. Like, I
True.
don't know if you ever like played that a bunch, but like they had story mode and free play mode.
Hmm.
Um,
Replay.
yeah. So that's kind of what I think of, and I like that a lot.
Yeah. It also kind of went off the we took a trip to one of the arcades
Mm.
in downtown Indy
Yeah.
and we just liked the vibe of it and free play kind of matched that vibe a little bit too. So
Yeah, I was kind of thinking in my head about that, like the video game, like arcade aspect, where you you get so many points or whatever like that, and then just free play, dude. I know they do it like they do that with pinball a lot, where you get that extra, right? How did you all meet?
oh,
That's a long
that's
story. It's not really. There's just a lot of moving parts, I feel like. But I so Amir and Roshan played in a metal band called Code Red.
Hmm.
Um, like when did Code Red start?
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Okay. Code Red started 3 years ago. And there were two other members of Code Red, and they had or three others, and then their singer. And so then basically Amir and Roshan were like, we want to do more funk rock, we want to do more like indie rock. And so then they found me through like a mutual friend. And that's when Velvet started. And then when the rhythm guitarist and bassist of Velvet graduated, that's when Jeffrey came into play. But he had already been playing with Amir and Roshan in a different band called Dry Victoria.
Mm.
And then we knew Matai, our current bassist, because he had been playing in a different band called Sugar Pill. And so we brought him in.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that was fall of 24 is when this current lineup started playing. But we've all kind of known each other for at least 2-3 years.
Okay. So you all came from different bands and just put a band together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
How was it like going from playing with your previous band to now?
Like the previous lineup, like the previous two people.
Well, yeah.
Or other bands.
Well, from other band. Okay, yeah. Go from other bands to, I guess, the ensemble that you had before now, and then now.
I feel like for the previous band we were in, well, for other bands, so Amir and I were in Code Red, and then me, Amir, and Jeff were in Dry Victoria. They were definitely, first of all, obviously a very different style of music.
Yeah.
Both bands play a lot more metal, like Deftones, Code Red would play Slipknot and stuff like that. We also wouldn't write too much original music.
Mhm.
And then we had the first Velvet lineup, which was basically Code Red with a different singer. And still, we were mostly playing covers. I think played like one or two originals with that lineup. And I feel like the main thing that changed once we got this lineup is we realized, okay, like this is something that we can work with and should take like to the next level in a sense. Like,
Yeah.
start writing actual music and try to get an actual like music out on Spotify.
And I remember like our very first practice with this current lineup, I kind of went into it kind of worried, but then I realized that me and him had been playing for 3 years. Me and him have been playing for two. So like our band chemistry was already there. So
Yeah.
by the time we had our like very first practice with this current lineup, it was essentially just like we've been playing for years. It was just a really flawless transition.
The one outside factor was Matai on bass because we none of us had played with him before. But like he came in and just immediately like meshed so well.
Mhm.
And like, yeah, he is a fantastic bass player, but he's also like one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. So like, I don't know, it just worked out really well. It was a little bit of luck, but
Mhm.
yeah.
And then now FreePlay. Yes.
Yeah.
What have been some of the highs and lows you've experienced, whether it be with FreePlay, hyphen Monaco Groove now, or your previous bands before? Like, what have been some of the experience you've been through?
I think, at least for me, um, this kind of started off as a band where we were just kind of friends, but now it's just like a really good friend group that does music on the side, which is one thing I do really appreciate.
Mhm.
I love you guys.
That would have been my answer too. They were making fun of me last night because I was getting sappy on Maine, but yeah, that'd probably be my answer too. Is just making stuff fun, cool music that we like to play, and we're friends, and we make good memories. And I'm still trying to think of if there have been any like true lows. I don't know, like I don't know. Maybe we listen to a recording or we have like a screw up, but it never ruins the night. Like if you listen to something in the recording, you're like, oh, I screwed that up. That's really the only thing I can ever think of.
I think another high is like all of us are like really like competent at what we do, and you can always kind of depend on other people to like do what they're supposed to. And so it makes playing really fun because you don't necessarily have to like you can just kind of do your own thing. And it's still like we all bounce off each other. We still like interact a lot on stage, but I never have to worry about like what someone else is doing because I trust them all. And I think that makes our performances really fun and like I don't know, just every performance is something different
Mhm.
and it's really cool.
That's a good point. I feel like every time in like previous groups that I may have played with, or even like not even to dog on like previous lineups or whatever, but I think it's just a factor of us both playing together for so long and just playing, having played so long in general with other people. It's like, yeah, you don't have to worry about what other people are doing necessarily on stage with you because you trust them, and that's you can just focus on yourself and what you're doing.
Nice. Are you all in college or are you out of college?
I graduated. I'm the only one with like I live in downtown Indy and I work, but they're all still at Purdue. So it's usually me driving up for practices and for shows and stuff, which is fine. It's only like 45 minutes to an hour at the worst.
Yeah, downtown Indy is no joke. I used to go to college or at Lincoln Tech, and I've been
Mhm.
downtown a lot. Like I used to go around like Bankers Life Fieldhouse and stuff, and
Yep.
and then I don't know, that Steak and Shake and all that stuff is still down there. Like I still remember when they were protesting Hollister and whatever else.
Oh yeah.
This was like 2013 or something like that.
I vaguely remember that maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Indy's
It,
it is the city of all time, for sure.
Yeah,
yeah,
one of the cities. One of
One of the cities of all time.
yeah. Been to that Greyhound a lot to get back to Illinois, to get back home when my parents didn't want to drive back. So um, I like Indiana. I know us, but a lot of people from Illinois give y'all shit, especially because the way some of y'all drive. But
It's
honestly,
like the same. Chicago's no better.
oh no, we're not even.
He's from Jersey, by the way, so he's in no position to be talking about good driving.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago. I lived in Kansas. They can't drive out there. I lived in Mississippi. They are just fast drivers.
Yeah.
I think that might be the only place that I've been to where I really didn't see that many accidents. Kansas, oh my God. It was like you turn one corner, there's an accident.
Yeah.
It's
Here, it's
straight
just,
roads and flat land. How do you mess that up?
I don't know. Dude, it could rain. It could just be dripping outside and somehow a car accident happens. And I never understood it. But yeah, I think no matter where you go, you're gonna have like crappy drivers. But we just give Indiana shit.
Yeah.
I mean, half the band is three-fifths of the band aren't from Indiana
Mm.
because one of the good and bad things about college is everyone comes from all different places.
Oh shit.
So, um, yeah, I'm from New Jersey. Amir's from Colorado, and our bassist Matai's from Hawaii. And then
Oh,
Jeff and Rosie are
we got
Indiana.
somebody else coming in.
Oh, is it Matai?
All the time.
Speak of the devil or the angel. Sorry.
Chester.
Welcome.
Everybody here. Sorry, my cats were fighting. I had to go break it up.
For people watching or viewing, watching or listening, we got Matai. What's going on?
Hi everyone, how's it going? Tell
Too
me.
bad. We got to do a couple questions. Actually, about to go into another one. Since we're all talking about most of the band are from different places, um, what are some of your music tastes?
All over the place.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Matai has like a very clear answer, I feel like. You start us off, Matai.
I pretty much only listen to whatever songs are in our set list for the upcoming weekend and comedy podcasts.
Which comedy podcast?
I like Theo Vaughn,
Mm.
Bobby Lee, yeah,
Oh, Tiger Belly.
yeah, Tiger Belly, Bad Friends.
Dude, Bad Friends is insane. I can only put up with some. Ruby is she's the gem on that show.
I saw her a few weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah,
Where?
I saw her at the store.
Oh, well,
Um, yeah, I was in Hawaii for spring break. Um, visiting home. I'm from Hawaii, and I saw her.
so yeah, you were right when you
Casually,
saying you guys were
out and
right when you
about.
saying that your music taste is everywhere.
Well,
Is Rosie want to? Oh, Rosie's gone.
oh, really gone. I mean, the three of us were in an emo bands beforehand. Amir doesn't listen to a lot of emo music, but Roshan and I do. And that's kind of like a definitely like it doesn't really show itself very apparently in our music. I think when it comes to our music, we take a lot of inspiration from like, oh man, like more funk stuff. Like we have some stuff that's like definitely inspired by like modern stuff like Wolfpack.
Mm.
But like it gets older than that. It gets to like Stevie Wonder, Gap Band, stuff like that. Like when we're writing, it just kind of comes into like it's like kind of a culmination of everything, like Rosie says. And so we have songs that sound more hard rock, certain songs that sound more like, I don't know, like Guns N' Roses, but then also stuff that sounds just completely different.
Yeah.
And it is a little bit of everything.
Oh, there's little Easter eggs in there, I feel, for every song.
Oh yeah.
You know,
You know,
it'll have
I
like
think
its basis in one genre, but then you'll get a little thing here, and you're like, oh, that's more funkier. Oh, that's more like pop rock or whatever it may be. And I think that that's really cool, and it's super fun for us to add those in there. And then for like when people are listening, they'll tell us that, or they'll say, oh, this reminded me of so and so, or this one little part. And we're like, yeah, that's
Or like we added like a random halftime breakdowny part in one of the songs off the EP, or like random pinch harmonics or other stuff. And that's all like inspiration. That's all inspiration from like the more metal stuff. Um, yeah.
um, it's a like with me, it's a lot of classic rock, hair metal, and blues with a little bit of modern pop. Like I love Bruno Mars,
Hell
but I
yeah.
love Rage Against the Machine, and I love Van Halen, Santana, Dire Straits,
Mhm.
Hey, you
so all
speaking
that
my
stuff.
language. So,
And it was, oh, sorry.
oh, good. But
No, it was just like when we were in the studio recording, it was just like Rosie was saying, you just listen back to one of the little takes we have, and we're like, oh, you like that band, don't you? Um, so it was just really cool to see how the inspiration just comes out randomly, and you don't really notice it until you listen back.
so when you are like going into recording, like, do you already have like something in mind, or you just like listening to some music, or just like sporadically going through some stuff, or just like already have something in mind that you want to do?
Recording the EP, we had like getting everything ready to publish and put out there. Those songs have been ones that we've been playing for a while. But I think in the writing process, because Amir and Jeffrey write most of our songs, so they'll start with a riff or they'll start with something, and I don't know, you guys can probably speak on it more. And if you have something in your head that you hear first, or if you're just fucking around and you find something that you really like and just start building off of it.
I think it's normally the second one. Like the way I write is I start playing and it's a little different every time. And if something is cool, I'll typically like record a rough demo and then send it to like Amir and be like, what do you think of this? He does the same thing with me. Um, and we just kind of build songs piece by piece. Um, and yeah, so when it came to like actually going into the studio, we had uh now we our EP is going to be 5 songs, and all 5 of those songs were pretty much completely written ahead of time. And we have more songs, but we just decided those 5 were probably like the best sample of what we do. So yeah, they were already done.
And the nice part about like running music with this band is just when we have our like rough demo, we kind of just send it to the rest of the band,
Mhm.
and then we send like a bassless track or a drumless track so that they can like kind of put their own twist on it or their own feel on the song. Um, and that's been really nice because Roshan and Matai write insane bass and drum parts. It's really impressive.
Well, that's good to
Rose,
know. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like Rosie writes lyrics like that, and it's actually crazy to me.
I was gonna say that's cool that one that you have that vast genre of music taste, and then when you go into your recording sessions, you already got something pieced like not pieced together, but at least like something to work on, and then just have fun with it. Um, what's kind of been the hardest part of like your writing process? Like I know you talk about your EP, but is there something where it was like it just took like so long to try to get it done? Like you had something in mind and then it just couldn't really get to it right then and there. Like it just you know what I mean? Or was it
I mean,
always just like we
I'll,
got it after like two or three times?
I'll throw myself under the bus. I write a lot of parts that it's just too much,
Mm.
where it's just like, okay, just it's just too many notes. It sounds weird, or like I get tired of listening to it.
Mm.
So it's nice that the band keeps me in check with that.
But also, let me twist that to be a positive. Amir comes up with a lot of different ideas. And he, like in the studio, he was the guy that was like often like, what if we do this? What if we do this? Like he was talking about that halftime breakdown, or maybe it was Russian, whoever was talking about the halftime breakdown that we did in one of the songs. That was Amir's idea. And he just, it was, yeah. You are constantly like proposing new ideas. And I think you like kind of like you're always someone that's pushing the band forward like artistically and also like just creatively, I think. So yeah.
Make them cry.
Mhm. I'm just gonna clip that and just send it to you so you can just play that.
I wake up every morning and that's the first thing I play.
Hmm. Like, yes, that's just
Amazing.
inspiration every day. That's his Talladega Nights right there. Just wake up and piss excellence.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
We're not. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say about how the recording process, I think this is, at least for me, this has kind of been my first true, like official professional recording time that's been longer than like a day or like a couple hours. Like, this was multiple days that we were working on this, like a lot of hours, and it can get really tiring and you can kind of start to get a little tunnel vision there.
Oh,
Oh, that's one of our song names.
Uh,
And it's hard to like kind of pull yourself out of that and like really focus on the sound, and paying attention to all the details. At least for me, like listening to myself singing over and over and over again while they're tuning it, or like while we're working on like this melody line, and I'm like, wait, is this actually like, do I need to go redo this take? Like, is this bad? Is this, whatever else? But pushing through that, I think, and getting to the other side has been the hardest thing for me. I was gonna make another reference there, but I feel like I
On
shouldn't.
the on the
I
flip
shouldn't
side,
give away every single song title yet.
on the flip side,
Okay, then he can do it.
um, personally, I it's some of the most fun times I've had. Like, the producer we're working with, Jordan, is an absolute sweetheart. He knows what he's doing, and he's just so easy to work with. And he gets like all our jokes. He doesn't like take everything like too seriously, but he also knows how to like if something doesn't, huh?
He knows how to lock in.
Knows how, again, if something doesn't like sound right to him, we trust him with that because he has so much experience. So like being in the studio has just been fun. It's been a great experience.
all right. All right. All right. So next question. When you're not rocking out, what are you doing outside of the band?
ooh.
Rocking out, but alone in my bedroom.
I like to draw pictures.
Let me.
To draw. I like to
That is your goal.
That is my job. Is I'm a glorified person with crayons. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a graphic designer. I like to draw, pet my cats. Yeah.
Like to cook.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you like to cook?
Pasta, a lot of my mom's recipes from
Sorry.
I cooked for you.
This is funny. I really hope this doesn't make it sound like we're boring people outside of the band. It's so hard to
No,
get an answer.
no. So there's the reason why I asked this because I feel like people think that a lot of like people in bands are just out doing debaucherous bullshit, and it's like, no, we at home trying to live life. Like we in a band, we got all this energy and stuff on stage, but we go home, we just want to relax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
I was gonna say, well, also for us, like we were all full-time college students,
Right.
and four of us still are. So maybe not this semester because it's my senior semester, but in past semesters, I would say just I'd be doing like homework.
Right.
I don't have as much homework this semester, so
Yeah.
maybe it's just like hanging out with my friends. But
Mhm.
But Ty, you've been
Looking
quiet. What you do, man?
I've been up to building instruments in all my time pretty much.
Nice. What do you like to
And
do?
right now I'm building a Strat, and it's gonna be, yeah, Purdue has this guitar lab, and I've been in there making my own guitar, and it's gonna be this like purple Strat with funky electronics, and Rosie's gonna do some hand painting on it, and that's gonna be really cool.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm an engineer. I just like to build stuff.
Are you looking into like making guitars and different stuff and like sell them later on, like making your own company?
I've always thought about that. Yeah, I've always thought about that.
Let me paint them all.
There you go. Hey, that sounds like a business plan right there.
As a business,
Um, if you could collaborate with anyone, who would it be? This can be for the whole band. This can be for each person if you want to collaborate with individual people.
Jackson, kidding.
I think we were all thinking Mother Teresa.
Well, now I can't
We
say
could
anything else.
feature Mother Teresa. Ooh.
I
No, I
would like
think
to collab
the
with
answer was fair.
I have two answers.
Mm.
Jamiroquai.
Yeah.
We used to cover some Jamiroquai, and it was always a fun time. But I think adding some of that cool, more of that funk sound would be neat. And then I like a band called Hiatus Coyote. They're more neo funk.
Yes. Yes. Napalm and yes.
Dude,
Mhm.
I will never forgive myself. They were playing in Sydney when I was there, and I didn't go because I waited too long and the tickets got too expensive.
Oh yeah.
But their stuff is fantastic. Their
Yes.
keys, their singer, their synth, everything about it, I love. And I think that would be
Napalm is a great singer.
she rules.
I remember what I listened to when Hannibal Buress had a podcast. He had her on there. It is insane to me. Like she's a singer and then she has a sister who was who was like a MMA fighter. So and
Like I
she
didn't know
and
that
she
lore.
yeah, and she's like her corner woman sometimes in like fights. So that is crazy as hell.
I did not know that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
yeah.
sick.
Yeah,
Guys, who you picking?
any other artists?
If
I
oh, you go.
there's no name. I mean, you go first.
I was gonna say there's a small band out of England called Strawberry Lace.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I love their stuff. But if I had to like replace someone in a band, ooh,
No,
I'd
not
love to
replace.
hear.
Just collaborate with.
Oh, collaborate. Strawberry Lace or Bruno Mars, one or the other.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna go with like Anderson .Paak,
Mm.
or
Yes.
it would be cool to do like some more electronic-y like stuff in the songs, and like I'm thinking there's like two producers, one's Anomaly and the other one's Haywire, and they both do some sick like synth work stuff. it's still funky as hell. It would be cool to get that. My goal was always to like be a live drummer for like Bruno Mars or Justin Bieber or one of the pop artists. So I don't know if that counts as a collaboration, but
Yeah, still collaboration. I'm surprised nobody said like Daft Punk or you said the electronic.
yeah,
Yeah, we did some Daft
that
Punk.
too. But a lot of their drums are just formed of like drum wise, it's not super interesting.
Yeah. All right. What would be your Mount Rushmore of rock? Now, you can change it to music of all time, but if you want to keep it with rock, you can.
Like a song
No,
or artist?
just like artists,
Oh,
artists,
four artists.
mhm.
4 artists.
4 artists, 4 bands, depending on
I
what
think
you
we'll all have different answers for this.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm gonna let you guys answer because I simply have no idea, and we will be here for another hour if I have to choose 4. And I know
Yeah, I
all
think you'll have really different answers.
I think Amir and I both have Pink Floyd on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
I think we both got Pink Floyd.
Just put all of them up there. There you go. You got Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Like 4 bands.
Jojo Siwa.
You'll see what.
Um,
Bill Huddy.
What?
Didn't we say at the beginning with Ty's one of the funniest people we've ever met?
Yeah.
That was a little taste.
Yeah.
oh my God, stop.
That is
Um,
JoJo Siwa.
Let's just see what. You know what? Hell yeah.
Can somebody else do her choreography?
Oh,
Rose, we're in show choir. You can do it.
why would you out me like that, man? That was the old me. That was me in high school.
Okay, I was a band kid.
Wrong with the
You all had to have. You have to have. You have to start somewhere. You got to have that foundation. Shout out.
Oh, it made me.
Bears.
Yeah, I mean, marching band made me 10
Uh-huh.
times better at playing.
Yeah, that's true.
So we got Pink Floyd, JoJo
I
Siwa.
put,
Just cannot be a real answer.
Okay, please.
I'm gonna put Rage Against the Machine up there.
Yep.
Nice.
yeah, put them on.
Yeah.
Got
But-
two.
Would you put Radio up there?
For me personally, Radiohead is number one. But like for the bands, did someone say Bruno? I think someone just said Bruno.
Bruno needs to be up there.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd,
Yeah.
Rage, Bruno.
Yeah.
Radiohead up there?
For me personally, they're number one. I don't know I don't know if any of our songs are like too Radiohead coded or anything like that.
I mean, whenever you told me like you were writing a riff, it'd be always something Radiohead related, or like. So I think it does play into our band. So
Okay.
What
Okay.
about Chili Peppers? Are we putting Chili Peppers up there?
we should put.
Oh, they gotta be.
Yeah.
We do a lot of those guys.
Chili Peppers is probably my biggest musical influence. When I'm playing bass, you could probably trace a lot of it back to Flea.
Yeah, you are Flea sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sounds like a great, literally a great Mount Rushmore right there. You hit the mark on that one. All right. Favorite place you've performed?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Nashville at the Cobra. Jeff wasn't there for that one, sadly, but that was a really cool time. I was worried everyone there was going to be kind of snobby because Nashville's like music capital, but the crowd was awesome. The other bands were so awesome. The people who worked at that venue were so nice and cool. Like that was just a really fun time. And it wasn't the most extravagant place or stage or anything like that. I just think it was a good time, good people, good music. Checked all the boxes.
Get a lot of Nashville on here. Does that sound?
Really?
It sounds like Nashville is like the best place to go to perform.
It's awesome.
It's fun. Honestly, I would also put UIUC up there just because
yeah.
every time we go, the people in the crowd are always full of energy, and it's amazing because we feed off their energy,
Mm-hmm.
and the more fun they have, the more fun we have.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I got one last question. We can get up out of here. I've been enjoying this. I could talk to you for a long amount of time. Whether you are at home or you are traveling, doing a gig, where is your favorite place to get food?
Taco Bell.
Okay.
Oh, hell
The most
no.
consistent is Taco Bell.
It's cheap and it's delicious, and
And it's
there's
open.
one everywhere.
It's
and they're
open late.
open all the time.
Yes, this
Very
is
true.
true.
Just a
Those are-
consistent Taco Bell.
Probably.
That's just me.
It always ends up being Taco Bell wherever we go because we
What's
always
the-
like play
what's
a
the
show.
order?
If it's out of town and where it's laid out,
Yep.
Taco Bell will never let us down.
It's too
What-
affordable.
Man.
What's the Taco Bell order?
Oh. The Lux Cravings box, $7.
Same.
Comes with a drink.
I get
Okay.
quesadillas.
I got two answers. Both are on the dollar menu. It's the cheesy bean and rice burrito. One of them costs like $1.50 or something. The other one is the spicy potato soft taco. Both of those things are like $1.50. You can get like 10 of them. Super affordable. It's amazing. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm a connoisseur of Taco Bell myself. I have like I have a three-tier like the I'm broke and I just need something to eat. I got some money to spend. I'm going to get a little and then like I'm just gonna ball out type. So like if I'm going cheap, it's two of the cheesy double beef burritos. If I'm going mid tier, it'll probably be yeah like the Lux box with the nacho fries. Or if I'm balling out, it's chalupas.
Mm.
Mm.
Valid.
I'm getting four chalupas and
What sauce?
no sauce.
No sauce.
Oh.
Mm.
That's a hot take.
I get four chalupas and a cheesy gordita crunch.
Mm.
I do like the gordita crunches. Those are good. Yeah.
Or I'll get the Doritos Locos Tacos Supreme.
Yeah,
Those are good. Those are good.
man.
Shit, we should go Taco Bell.
I'm probably going after this. All right. Thank y'all. I think we all are just gonna go get some Taco Bell. So appreciate y'all. Tell everybody where they can find you.
On Instagram at FreePlay Band, and next month, hopefully on Spotify, we'll have everything up on there. But until then, just give us a follow on Instagram.
All right. Make sure you follow them on Instagram. Hopefully it doesn't change next month to something else.
Ooh,
Oh, he's right.
He's right.
Hey, I've had to change my name before too. Like I DJ outside of this, and I've changed
I
my
also
DJ.
DJ.
No, it's-
Sorry.
Zuko.
I DJ on the side as well.
hey. All right. Anything else you'd like to say?
thank you for having us. This is really cool.
Thank you
I'm
for
glad
having
we
us.
met.
I'm
in
glad we
the-
walked into that unnamed store.
Yes. Yes. Unnamed store because they don't contribute to this.
Not sponsored.
No.
Not sponsored. We'll say the name once they sponsor or do something with the radio station. But everybody, this has been Free Play, and I've been Damien Jaxxyn. Live long and rock on.